lay a bunch of eggs. Every day it seems like they're putting out eggs. Need I say more about trapping small game than hickory tree? Trap down in. But you don't see many trucks like that on them hunting shows, do you? Hood up, full of wood in the back. This is T-Mac with Off the Outdoors, and I'm here with the Mike Parker, the guy I'm always saying, what would Mike Parker do? Here he is. He drove all the way down from Illinois to crawl around my flint bar here and be in heaven.
Yeah, there's flint everywhere here.
What are you looking for exactly? What?
I'm looking for stuff like this, real shiny, smooth, as glassy as you can get. The closest to glass that you can get, and that's basically what I'm looking for. Because you can feel the edge. This is the edge that was up against the rock. This is the
outside edge.
That was the outside edge. You can see that, but it's.
So a lot of this stuff can be smooth on the outside and coarse on the inside, and you don't want that.
Yeah, yeah. You want stuff just like that, smooth on both sides, and so it's not.
What are some of the rocks you found? Let's look at them real quick.
That right there is like glass, like right there.
So flatness doesn't matter as much as just smooth.
Yeah, just smooth surface stuff. If it has this right here is called a stair-step fracture.
Stair-step fracture. Okay.
Yeah. Or step fracture. But
you almost cut myself with that. Yeah,
the step fractures doesn't matter. Just as long as the surface you can get down here to it's smooth like this, because those right there are the step fractures you can get off.
Okay. But smooth. And something that now, you tell me about the angle here. You can't just hit this flat straight down.
Well, you can hit it straight down, but the angle, the way it breaks, the way it fractures, is at 33. So if you hit it like over here in the center,
yeah,
it's going to shatter, and the shock wave is going to go from this side to this side, and it's going to travel both ways through the rock.
Okay. Now if I turn it just slightly.
Turn it slightly, I would say pick out this edge here because you got more of a flat area. So when you're striking down, you're hitting on an area that's pretty much flat.
And then that's going to make your fracture go down into the rock and flake off.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've tried this before, and from the sounds of it, I was just out there beating on a rock and wasn't doing no good. So.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing this for 4 years now, and it took me probably 6 months before I could actually.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it took a lot of hitting on it and practicing and seeing how the rock is breaking. And
well, I noticed now that. A while ago, he hit a rock one time and he had an arrowhead almost. This thing just popped out, and that's almost ready to shoot. Just a little bit of napping, and
knock that little point off of it right there. Pretty much an arrowhead you can tie to a stick and you can kill something.
You think you can fashion something close to an arrowhead for us real quick on video, or?
What I can here, I'll use the tip of my neck.
Oh, and safety reasons, don't do this on your leg like this.
Yeah, because I've been picking flint out of my legs for about 2 years, and I'm still picking it out. I got a real thick piece of material I'm kind of using, but see if I can kind of halfway get this to. It's not going to be real straight, but. I'm just gonna kind of nap the edges here and get as close as I can to our arrowhead without getting into without getting too elaborate. Okay, so.
And you're using a deer antler. That's
a piece of white-tailed deer antler that I just rounded off on a belt sander.
Belt sander round off. All right. So what are you doing now?
This getting kind of shiny on the end, and I want it to be a little rougher so it'll get a little better bite on the stone. And I need a kind of rough piece of, there we go.
Like a piece of sandpaper stone?
Yeah, pretty much. I just kind of make my tip kind of white again, so it's kind of not, so it's a little more abrasive. It grabs the stone better, you know, grabs the edge of the stone better.
Instead of sliding off, it'll grab it a little bit.
Yeah. If you cut it in half, there's a center line in the middle of the stone, and you have to stay below the center line. If you get above the center line, you're going to snap the piece in half when you hit it. If you stay below that, it flakes off the bottom. So you want to stay on this bottom side of this, the bottom half of this edge. So when you hit it, you want to hit it on the bottom edge, not on the top, not near the top.
And then you turn it over and do the.
Yeah,
just put a quick edge on that thing for us, would you? It don't have to be nothing special. Just I want to see how you do it. I can tell you right now, I might not have enough patience to flint knap. So.
Oh, it's it can be aggravating. It is to me sometimes. I get so mad sometimes I can't see straight. But.
Just a quick little edge on there, like he was making a little scraper or something.
I don't want to try to get too much. I'm trying to keep this from breaking like I did with that piece. I'll just put you like a little knife or something you cut with.
Yeah, it's like something you're gonna scrape a squirrel hide with.
Got a good little edge here, and a little kind of a serrated edge here. It's not perfect by any means, but you know, you could survive with something like that right there. You could make a knife out here. If you didn't have a cutting tool out here, you would not be in any
danger. Huh?
Yeah, you wouldn't be in any danger of not having anything to cut with.
All right, well, I'm gonna let you go back to doing what you've been doing for the last 30 minutes and looking around and staring at the ground.
Yeah, all right.
This is my biggest fan right here. She came all the way from Illinois just to see me. I appreciate that. That's awesome. You're cool.
You're welcome. There we go. Air witness.
On there. Got a little rubber washer in there. Yeah. So it seals up tight. Seals pretty tight.
Oops, you got a little.
Oh, no. Going through there, I'll get my McCafe. Squeeze the bag? Yep.
Well, the filter is
We just got this right out of the creek, too.
The filter is so fine that you have to bag it so you squeeze it through there because the water will not go through there by itself.
You have some kind of pressure.
When you have to force the water, the filter is so fine the water won't even pass it. You have to force the water through it.
And see, that's like the ones you buy in the pictures, just drains through.
Yeah.
So this must be twice, a lot better than that.
This one has filters to 0.1 micron.
0.1 micron.
Yeah, which is like really, really small. Small enough you can't see with the naked eye. I cook coffee, I make coffee on it.
Oh. Homemade fire. What's this? It's like a tuna can?
Yeah, tuna fish can.
I'm going to get a close up of this.
And yeah, those are really efficient, and they cost basically nothing to make. I made it out of trash.
He made this out of trash. This is a tuna can, some cardboard, and some old candles. He made a fire cell that he cooks coffee with. He's already burned this one for 2 hours. Trash. Wait, whoa. That's offensive. That's an offensive word to you. Trash and weeds. There's no such thing as trash and weeds.
Yeah, there's no such thing as trash and there's no such thing as weeds because they all have names. The only reason they're weeds is because they don't know their name.
Yeah.
Don't know what to call it. It's a weed.